The Washington State Supreme Court struck down the will of over 1.5 million Washingtonians when they struck down Initiative 1053, which said that the legislature had to achieve supermajorities in order to pass a tax increase. One of the dissenters in that case was Justice Jim Johnson. He spoke to Freedom Foundation members at our member legislative day, and after that speech, I talked to him for a few minutes on our Capitol campus, and then I talked to Freedom Foundation founder and former representative Bob Williams about the same case.
I invite all of your watchers to read the opinion. It's really in 3 parts. It's an interesting constitutional provision that says no bill shall pass that has not obtained a majority of those elected to each house. 2/3 majority itself has been considered by the court on at least 5 occasions. So I'm a little concerned where the court, whether the public can trust a court that wheels about. I hope that these votes are not accounted for by the fact our same court has built a budget problem. That is Article 9 and the requirement of funding schools we have ruled on. I'm afraid that many members of the public, having seen the difficulty in, some argue you got to raise taxes. It's real hard to do that, and so this seems to be a shortcut. I hope that's not what's going on, but it is a real concern to me, because if you do not have confidence in your courts, it's hard to have confidence in the rest of the government.
Is there a way to actually reinstate 2/3? I mean, now that the court has struck it down, is that the end of the story?
No, it's not the end of the story. What they need to do is, first, the voters demand the legislature not raise taxes until they can get a constitutional amendment passed that takes a 2/3 vote to raise it.
So really the court just put it back in the people's lap?
The court totally put it back in the people's lap, and it's up to the people to say, hey, look, over 60% of us said this, and we don't want taxes raised without a 2/3 vote.
Not unknown historically for the people to get tired of problems in government and solve them in the direct route. We have initiative and referendum that were added by a constitutional amendment. We have recall of public officials. Let me assure you, the public officials were not enthusiastic about either of those 7th and 8th Amendment, yet the people did pass them.
All political power is inherent in the people, and governments derive their just powers from the consent of the governed and are established to protect and maintain individual rights. And that's the key thing. And Justice Johnson, in his dissent, quoted that, and Justice Sanders used to always quote that. That's the most important thing. That is the key framework. The people are in charge of this government. It's we the people, not the government.
So I believe in the system, and I believe it can be solved that way.
As Bob said, it's up to the people of Washington State to make their voice heard. Right now, there are legislators working hard to reinstate the 2/3 by state constitutional amendment, but there are many legislators working hard against that effort. Do you know where your legislators stand? Go to myfreedomfoundation.org, sign our petition, get more information, and get involved. Make your voice heard in the fight to restore 2/3.